Hello everybody, it's Anne from Anne's Stampin'Up. Another quick card making day today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Simcoe, Ontario. And if you don't have your own demonstrator but live in Canada, you can shop with me. You can reach me at stampsandtea@gmail.com, or my demonstrator website is stampsandtea.stampinup.net. So I don't have a sample to show you today of what we're going to make. We're just going to make this on the fly and hope everything works out. So we're going to use a lot of different products to make today's card. Most of it is current, but a couple of things are not current, not in the current catalogue. But let me show you what we're going to use, and I'll tell you where to find them in the catalogue. So what we've got first of all is this beautiful package of DSP, and it's called Bright and Beautiful. We've used it before. It's the one with all the beautiful in colours in. And it's all two-sided, of course, and you get, I think, 48 sheets of 12 different designs. We are going to use this piece today, which is the beautiful stripes, all the in colours, but on the back it's a very pale yellow, and it's a white background with pale yellow stars, and I thought that was nice for a baby card. We're going to use a bunny from the Easter Bunny set. The beautiful Bright and Beautiful DSP is $17 a package, and it's on page 129. Easter Bunny stamp set, of course, carried over from the January to June mini catalogue, page 26 and $26. The Warm Welcome set is the set that is not current, but it has a welcome and a little one stamp in it, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. You might already have this set. You can use a different sentiment. It's the basic card that we're going to work on. We're using basic grey ink, and we're going to use the 2021-23 in colour gems. The other thing we're going to use is a 3D embossing folder. This is a different set of embossing folders. They're called Basics, and it's Basics number 1, 2 and 3. You cannot find these in the catalogue. You can only order these online, which is a new strategy, if you will, that Stampin' Up has started. 2 or 3 times a year, I think it's going to be, they're going to have a product that can only be ordered online. You can't order them through the catalogue. You order it basically the same way. You can have your demonstrator order it, or you can order it online yourself, but it's not a product that is advertised in the catalogue. You have to go online to find it 2 or 3 times. So your demonstrator needs to keep you up to date and tell you when these items are available. That's a set of 3 folders. It's on page, well, it's not on page, it's only online, and it's $41. Beautiful folders, all 3 of them. We are going to use this one with the flowers on today. What else are we going to use? Oh yes, we've got a 2 1/4 inch punch, which is not current, but I'm sure everybody has a 2 1/4 inch punch. But we're also going to use this 2 3/8 inch circle punch, which is something we've never had before, 2 3/8. We're going to use this along with the 2 1/4 inch punch. It's an 1/8 of an inch larger all the way around, and you get a beautiful border for your 2 1/4 inch punch. The 2 3/8 punch, page 147, and it's $30. And it's lovely. Okay, so let's get started. What we've got is, let me move all this to one side. What we have here is a piece of Lemon Lolly DSP. It's one of the new in colours. It's called Lemon Lolly. It's a beautiful soft pastel yellow colour. The piece of DSP from the set, which is going to go down the side of the card, a piece for sentiment, and a piece to stamp a bunny. So let's get started. What are we going to do first? I think we'll do the stamping first, and we're going to use basic grey for all the stamping. Basic grey and yellow go beautiful together. So let's do the stamping. We've got a scrap to stamp the sentiment on. We've got a scrap to stamp the bunny on, and we're going to stamp directly on the inside of the card a sentiment which says, "Enjoy all the little moments." So let's stamp that first. Let's make sure it's nicely inked up. And it's a small stamp. Let's hope I can stamp it straight. With that. Enjoy all the little moments. Everything about this card is going to be pale and soft for a new baby. The next thing we're going to stamp is the Welcome Little One stamp. Now I should have my foam mat out. That's so because these are photopolymer stamps and they don't have the foam on. Now I cut my piece of basic lemon lolly to 1 3/4 inches deep, so that it just fits the stamp and it will help me keep the stamp straight, or stamp straight. Let's make sure I've got lots of ink, and I'm going to stamp it just about 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 from the edge of the stamp, the edge of the piece of cardstock, sorry. It's going there. See how faint that is? Pale, not faint, but pale and soft for a baby. And we're going to trim that, and then we're going to stamp a bunny. This is one of the bunnies from the Easter Bunny stamp set. It's the little bunny who's sitting up straight. Ink the stamp. I'm going to stamp him right in the center of this card because I want to get a little bit of space around him for my punch. There, and there he is. So we've done all the stamping we're going to do, I think. Let me close this. Now, we're going to punch a circle out of the front of the card, the actual card front, with the 2 3/8 punch, but we're going to punch the bunny out of white with the 2-inch punch, 2 1/4 inch circle punch. So let me get this punch, and I'm going to line my bunny up. Now I know that I'm going to lose some of my bunny, which makes me sad, but it can't be helped. Now what I can do is I can turn my card so I'm getting most of him, or I can just cut him straight and sort of cut his little feet off. There he is. So there's the bunny. So now we're going to cut out of the front of the card a 2 3/8 inch circle, and I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm going to put my card straight down into the right down as far as I can into the punch, and line the edge up with the edge of my punch, making sure it's straight. Oh, and punch. There. So we've got everything there. We're going to take the Big Shot, the large cut and emboss machine, and this Basics embossing folder. Now let me show you what I'm going to do first. I'm only going to emboss part of the front of this card. I want to emboss about the same amount on either side of the punched hole. So I've got about the same amount there and there. It is more on the bottom, but that's because I put it right into the punch to get it straight, and I'm not going to be too terribly concerned about that. Now, because this is a 3D embossing folder, we're only going to use the really big plate, which is number 1, and the number 4 plate, which is your dark grey plate, this one here. There it goes. Put this out of the way. Let's have a look. So there you see, we just have about 3/4 of the card front embossed. It looks quite nice. It's very nice indeed. Okay, let's get rid of that plate and get some room on the desk. Okay, so what we've got, or what we had, oh dear, what we had was a strip of DSP, which we've promptly lost. How can you lose it, Anne? Doesn't matter, let's just cut another one. Which strip was it? This was this piece of paper here. We've lost the original. We'll just cut a new piece, not to worry. So The original piece was 1¼ inches there, so that's what I'm going to cut right now. 1¼ there by 5½. Right, and that piece of DSP is just going to go down the side of the card here. Now if it's going down there like that, that was a good guess on my part for the embossing. That was a very good guess. So this fits quite nicely there. Now is the time to trim it if you think it's too wide, but I'm just going to leave that as it is and just put some tape on the back and glue it down. And I want to make sure I've got it glued right to the top and the bottom. Where is my little brown mat? Here it is. Trying to stay as close as I can to the outside edges of my DSP without going over the edge, but I do want it to be stuck down quite firmly here. Okay dokie, so we're going to line this up with the top edge and the back edge of the card, the folded edge. Nicely like that, and I can press that quite firmly because there's no embossing underneath it. You see, it's all that's on the straight piece. I'm just going to bend this a little bit because it's not lying quite flat. Now we've got a welcome little one sentiment, and we have a little bunny. The bunny we're going to pop up on dimensionals. Oops. Just like that. Now the bunny, he's going to sit inside of this circle like this so that the card closes over him. So I don't know where to put him, so I'm going to close the card first, hold him carefully. Now I've got about 1/8 of an inch all the way around him, and I think I want to set him on a little angle like that, or do I want to set him up straight? I think we'll put him on an angle. He's just going to go right about there. So your card opens over him and closes. Then we've got a little sentiment which says welcome little one. I need some scissors, some snips here. I'm just going to cut that off about 3/4 on each side of where I started. I'm going to notch it just like that. Come on. Line that up straight. There. Same again on this side. Cut a little way in, and then cut from the corner to the point where I cut it. Whoops. There. Get rid of the scraps. Now I'm going to put maybe 3 or 4 dimensionals on this because it's going to be sticking to the embossed part of the card as well, and you don't get such a good grip when you stick to the embossed part because you're not getting a flat surface to press down onto. Let me see, did I get them all? Yes. So we're just going to say welcome little one over here like this. There. And we had some in colour gems here. Now I know they're not the right colour, but I think those yellow ones will work nicely. Where's my picky tool? And I think we'll go with the bigger gems. And I'm just going to, let me think. You know what, I think I'm just going to pop them in the middle of stars. Just to finish it off a little bit. One more. There. So that's it. That's my card for today. I just wanted a quick and simple card to show you. There it is. Quite happy with that. You open it up, it says enjoy all the little moments, and it just has a little bunny in there. No colouring on it or anything, just straight simple stamping, an embossing folder and 5 little gems, and that's it. So there it is. That's today's baby card, my own design. Please feel free to share, copy and share if you wish. If you do copy and share, just say where you saw the technique originally or the card made originally. And if you do sell your cards, please use the Stampin' Up Angel stamp, which just says all the supplies used are Stampin' Up supplies. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.